Have you guys heard the news today? That's right, there's been some big news that happened yesterday with Logan Paul. I'm sure some of you heard about it, but we're going to go ahead and discuss it and talk about what we could potentially be seeing. But if you do want to get involved in the Q&A, now you're going to get two chances at it, because I'm going to be bumping my Wednesday video to Friday just because of the fact of this news coming out. It needs to be covered as soon as we can and just get in front of it and discuss it. But if you want to get involved in the Q&A in the comments below, be sure that you type in any questions that you may have. So we're going to be doing a Q&A on Sunday. We're going to take all the questions from the next two videos that you guys put in there. We're going to put them together and kind of compile them down to the most common ones and try and do 8 to 10 questions coming up on Sunday. And that way we can go over some of the things that you might have for me, for the market, for investing, and just have a good discussion about it. But if you're new here, be sure you hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and of course, guys, hit that like. We can get 35. Guys, I'm blown out of the water. I greatly appreciate that you do that. As always, it's free, and it just helps us out to keep us moving along. Also, at the end of the video, I will be putting up the video for the Celebrations giveaway. The deadline for that will be Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you go back to that video and put in Celebrations in the comment, like it, and be sure that you're subscribed to the channel to make sure you're entered in for that. But for everybody that's been sitting here watching and seeing news, right now I'm seeing already YouTube videos came out pretty darn quick on this, even yesterday and this morning. And I'm recording this on Tuesday. We've been seeing all kinds of videos about a market spike incoming. Be ready for the craziness of another spike. Scalpers are coming back. Of course, a lot of people in the market seem to think that LP drives our market more than anything. And yeah, he's a celebrity, and yes, he has a lot of followers, but the fact of the matter is he doesn't drive it as much as what a lot of people think that he will. Now, yes, he just spent $3.5 million on 6 first edition base set booster boxes. It was a sealed case, which of course increases the value, because it surprised me that anybody could find a sealed case of these. I don't know who had that hiding and where he got it from, but it's really interesting that someone actually had 6 of them still in the box unsealed and had not broken them up and sold them or done anything with them until this point. But it happens apparently, and it's just interesting that that was out there. But, of course, a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people in investing in market think that this is going to cause another surge in the Pokemon TCG. Now, yes, like I said, Logan Paul is a really popular guy. But when it comes to Pokemon, we watch him because we're just curious to see when he's going to be doing a next first edition box breaker. We're curious to see what he's up to just because of what he did in 2020. But let's just look at the facts of what we're seeing in this market right now. We don't have the people with the money that we did back at the beginning of 2020. The fact of the matter is that when he did the first edition booster box break and did the stuff he did back in October of 2020, people had just gotten stimulus checks, number one. People were getting assistance from the government on all kinds of their housing issues, and because they were laid off from work, they were getting bonus money on their unemployments. They were continuing to get all these small extra incomes that they did not have prior to that. So a lot of people had some extra spending money and a lot of money sitting on the side to be able to turn and put into something. So when Logan Paul did it back then, obviously people saw this as a huge deal. His followers jumped in. These people had money. Money came in. They spent it on these products. They got the market going. They started all this stuff rolling down up the hill it did, and then right back down at the other side when they kind of realized it's expensive to be doing it, number one. Number two, they're not getting the big returns that they expected out of these products. And number three, it gets old. The scalpers sitting there purchasing all this stuff. Eventually people stop buying it from the scalpers and people who think they're going to make money from this. So the big question is are we going to see this surge like some YouTubers are saying that there are, and some people on Instagram are really pushing as prepare for the surge? No, we're not going to see it. I think we might see a small uptick. Our Vivid Voltage and Evolving Skies, even Battle Styles and Chilling Rain booster boxes going to make a little spike up? Probably. He's going to bring some more people in looking at it, just like always. but we're not going to be seeing that 400 or 500% surge on our products. We're not going to see people coming out any more than what we are now, cleaning out Walmart and stores. We're going to see pretty much a consistent people that have been involved still doing what they're doing. Of course, it's not going to stop these LGSs from falling out. It's not going to stop investors from getting out of the game. We're going to continue to kind of keep going on this little downhill slide until we get through the first and second quarter of next year. It's kind of like that gold $15,000 Charizard PSA 10 that came from an ultra premium collection box. Yes, it's worth $15,000. How many people are going to pay $15,000 for that card? Probably not very many. It's the same with that booster box. Yeah, you could sell it or buy it at $1 million a box. Does it mean that it's actually going to continuously or sell at that price at a normal amount or at normal timings? No. Just because he paid a cool $584,000 per box inside of there doesn't mean that that's going to be that way, or people are actually going to spend that money on a base set booster box and first edition. I think part of the nostalgia of that thing and the craziness is that it's in a sealed container. I mean, the fact that it was still sealed, put away with 6 boxes in it that looked like even the tamper-proof tape was on it. The only thing I don't understand, I was trying to figure out in the picture, it looks like whatever company authenticated it. I'm hoping it's just an external layer that they put on it, like a wrap that when they authenticated it, they shrink wrapped that plastic on there, but their logo is all over it. So I'm really hoping that that wasn't stamped, because man, that's going to kill. I mean, it kills it because it looks like garbage with all their stamps over it for the authentication. But on the other hand, it's probably one of the only ones that's probably in the world that's a sealed 6-pack box. So either way you look at it, it's just kind of craziness on that part. So just so you guys know, though, for an investment aspect, I wouldn't change my course on anything. I wouldn't plan on any surges. I wouldn't plan on all these things going for 400% over costs again. It's just not a realistic expectation, especially where we are in the market. There's a lot of videos, of course, coming out telling you to prepare for that, get your stuff ready, be ready to go, and I just don't see it, and I don't think that we will see that. It's just there's not the money behind it to do that. So like I said, guys, keep an eye on it. It'd be kind of interesting to see where this goes. If he's just going to keep that closed and sealed, I hope he does, just for the fact of the hobby. It's awesome to see something like that show up from somewhere, and I'm predicting we're going to probably see him do another box opening. He said we'd be doing another one. It's just been a matter of time, and I think we're getting probably pretty close to the point where he's getting itchy to do another booster box break for that first edition. He does still have, I believe, 4 of them in his collection. So he's still got plenty of them laying around just outside of that case. So now it's going to give him more of an incentive to open those ones now that he has 6 put away in that box. So definitely keep an eye on that. It'd be kind of cool to see another first edition booster box break. Even if it's him, it's still nice to see these cards come out. It's still cool to see them be opened and go back to the nostalgic feeling of seeing first edition booster boxes being opened, packs being opened, and seeing those cards come out of them pack fresh. So if you do like this content, guys, make sure you do hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notify. That way you keep up when we're doing new things. And of course, 35 likes, easy for you guys. You've been doing fantastic at it. But be sure you hit that before you leave. If you are interested in doing the giveaway, of course, for the Celebrations ETB here behind me, right here, then be sure that you go back to the video that I'm going to put right here for you guys. Go ahead and click on that and put Celebrations in the comment, and be sure, once again, hit the subscribe. I am going to kind of be checking that just because it's a bigger giveaway and people are really wanting to get into it. So other than that, guys, thanks for joining us, and if you do like this content, as always, check out these 2 videos over here, and we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.